Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. I was going to say welcome to after midnight because that's how I am these days. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, school, like the kids aren't even coming yet. And I'm already burning the midnight oil, literally. It's a concern for me. I mean, I know I can make it on 4 hours sleep, but should I? And it's something that I seem to do whenever I'm stressed out. But I was kind of thinking of quality, not quantity. When I go to bed at night, I usually pray for quality sleep because I already know quantity's out the door. No matter what, I have to get up at 5 o'clock and it is already 12:22. So the quantity will not be there. But I also know that when you lay in bed anxious for hours and hours and you're not actually sleeping, that's not quality either, right? So I definitely always pray for quality over quantity. But I most certainly need to find a balance. I'm really stressed out right now with the additional driving that I have to do now, with a whole bunch of things that are required of me at this new job that I am not familiar with and can't get my head around. So I definitely need prayers in that department. I'm going to include this very brief article from WebMD on Are You Getting Enough Sleep? And it says the amount of sleep that a person needs depends on many factors, including age. And then in general, it gives everything from an infant of 14 to 17 hours to a pregnant mom who needs additional time, of course, to teenagers and the different ages for them, and finally adults, which indicates about 7 to 9 hours a night for best amount of sleep. Although some people need as few as 6, and some want or need as many as 10. I can't even imagine. What was interesting about this article is it talks about a sleep debt. And it says you will not get rid of that debt it says we don't seem to adapt to getting less sleep than we need. While we may get used to a sleep-depriving schedule, our judgment, reaction time, and other functions are still impaired. And so it says you will build up a debt and your body will collect that payment at some point. You'll just crash. It says consequences of too little sleep are memory problems, feeling depressed, a weakening of your immune system, increasing your chance of becoming sick, and an increase in perception of pain. It's interesting. Dangers of sleep deprivation, of course, result in coordination, lack of function. So things like driver fatigue, which it says was responsible for an estimated 83,000 motor vehicle accidents between 2005 and 2009, and 803 deaths in 2016 alone, according to the National Highway and Safety. That's pretty serious. I have heard that if you're too tired, it's equal to being drunk on your body, responding almost as if you're intoxicated. So some signs that you're overtired are things like having trouble keeping your eyes focused, can't stop yawning, can't remember driving the last few miles if you're driving, daydreaming, having wandering thoughts, having trouble holding your head up, obviously, and if you're driving, again, drifting from lane to lane, which is super dangerous. What was interesting right here is it says caffeine and other stimulants cannot overcome the effects of severe sleep deprivation. Oh, it's just interesting. I just wanted to kind of touch on that for myself, really. I'm just processing with you because I think you're noticing how many times I'm saying, oh darn, it's 11 o'clock. Gee, it's midnight. My bad. Too many times. I've got to change it. I know a lot of people choose to get up at 4 a.m. I just don't know how I can arrange my life to be in bed by 9 or 9:30. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not anything that I'm familiar with. So prayers welcome as I try and find a balance. I haven't had caffeine in 30 years. I don't use any stimulants that I am aware of. So I just pushed through. But I'm really stressed out about this job. I went to the classroom again. For those who have been following me, I was devastated by the classroom. It was no better today, even though I was trying to be optimistic. And my husband actually came and was more devastated than me. He was just like, "You're quitting. We're out of here. You're not staying here." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." He was like, "I thought you were exaggerating, Juliana. It's worse than you said." But I couldn't help but think, if those little kids are in that room and that's their norm, they don't even know it can be better. And certainly the principal didn't seem to have any trouble with it. She was just like, "Yeah, that's the way it is for now. I need grace. I need grace." That's all I can say. All right. Since it's already 12:30 and I've got to go to bed, thank you for checking in. Thank you for allowing me to share prayers of welcome and finding a balance of all that's expected of me in the next 48 hours. Please share in the comments below that I may support you. Like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, and until we talk again, sweet dreams, and know that you're blessed.